back to Miscellaneous. So this is editing Alicia here, realizing that I kind of started recording this video that, you're watching now, halfway through the actual thing that I was doing. And I do this sometimes. I'll start doing something, and then I'll be like, oh, this might be an interesting thing to record. And then I start recording. And then I forget that I didn't have an opening to that. So with that being said, there isn't a first half to this, but it's basically the same thing, but in reverse as far as like changing out the part. You see me basically putting the dryer back together, which I'm sure is the unhelpful part, but oh well. Anyone who clicks on these videos, who's subscribed to the channel anyways, knows that I'm not a professional. I can usually figure the stuff out, but I am by no means an expert. That's the word. I'm not even an expert at coming up with the word to what I'm trying to talk about. Anyway, so you can use this as a tutorial if you want, because it did end up working at the end of it, even though the last clip, I believe, does show me being like, well, I'm going to have to try something else. It did end up working after this. So if you're looking for a tutorial, again, this did work. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and show you what I did. So the clip starts with me screwing in the element after I've put it in there. The element that I bought, it came in, like, the whole piece came in there, but you can also buy just the element itself, and it just goes into that back vent. You just pop it in there, and then you screw it down, and then you just put these little clips on here, and then that part's done. So next you're going to put the drum on, and it's probably one of the harder parts. That's how it was, wasn't it? Oh, it gets pulled up. Gotcha. Like I'm gonna rip my fucking finger off is what I feel like. I guess if I'm missing a finger in the next episode, you know what happened. Maybe? I mean, it is turning. Okay, I guess I'll put the facing back on. So as far as I was saying about the drum, it's one of the harder things because putting the belt on there is a little tedious because you have to get it lined up just right, and it's so tight space to get in there. But now I'm putting on the facing of the washer. You're going to line the facing up with the drum. It'll slide right onto that, and then you're just going to line up the screw holes, and then you'll just screw it down. And I think that attaches to the door. So now I am putting on the door panel, and at first you're going to have to lift it up, and it will kind of notch onto the bottom part of the front of the dryer, and then it should kind of stay in there for you to be able to just screw in all of the screws. There's some on the top of it, and then there's also some like inside of the door. So just make sure you get all of those screws tightened up. I've just got 3 more screws to add in, and then I just have to reconnect the lid, I guess. So hopefully almost done. And I'll be honest, if this doesn't work, I will probably cry and have a mental breakdown. Because not only did it take a lot of time and effort, but also I got cut not just once, but twice. Apparently it's a little known fact that all the parts on the inside of a washer are razor sharp. I didn't even realize I'd cut this finger. I didn't realize I'd cut this finger. So then after all that work, all you have left to do is put the lid on and figure out where this last wire attaches. So you just gotta look and look and look until you discover that you have no idea where it goes. Something up here that it connected to. Okay, thank God I didn't have to take too much off. I just had to take the front panel off. So, where I forgot that this plugs in, there's actually a thing right here inside of the door. Who would have thunk? Ah, my finger! I don't think the skin split that time. Alright, now time for the screws again. And then the lid, because we're actually all plugged in this time. Okay, so here we are back at the lid again. So first you have to unscrew these little hinges, I guess you'd call them, off of the back, because they're kind of holding it into place and keeping it from falling off the back. Now, after you get those off, there are like little things that you're supposed to like slide it onto in the front, but I couldn't get it figured out, so I will show you the quick method of how to get that on there. There we go. Fuck you, lid. I am the champion. So it's been a minute. Whew. Oh, God. I'll explain it here in a second. I don't know if there's anyone else on here that watches my videos that experiences this, but I am very sensitive to like a lot of sounds. So like screeches and loud squeaks. I like literally start gagging at certain noises, but I had the old heating element on the floor and I was trying to make room so I could plug the dryer back in. And so like I thought I was just gonna scoot it. It let out the highest pitched screech that I feel like I've heard in a long time, and oh my God, I almost threw up. And like I just keep thinking about the sound, and now it's like, okay, I think I'm good now. Now I'm gonna connect the vent hose and plug it in, and then we will give it a go and we'll put a wet rag or something in there and see if it, dries it. So here we go. All right, come on, dry it. You got this. Okay, so the dryer just went off. So fingers crossed that this actually dried it, because if not, I'm gonna have to look into some other stuff. So, please. Yeah. It's still not heating up. Yep. Guess I'm gonna have to look into some other options and see if there's something else that it could be. Because this rag is still good and damp. So I guess I will check back in whenever. I was really hoping I could get this fixed today. So I have actually got an update since the last clip that you guys just saw. That night I went to bed thinking that I hadn't fixed the dryer. And then I guess when Patrick got home, he just went ahead and tested it again, and it ended up that it was working. So Today is maybe about a month since I fixed it, and knock on wood, the dryer's still going, so it seems to be fixed. So yeah, I am happy to say that our dryer is going again. I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, leave a thumbs up, leave a thumbs down, subscribe if you want to, and yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.